Oh, gotta look good.
Don't look good. Don't look sexy.
You look fantastic.
Are you rolling?
I am recording.
Oh no! That's definitely going to be a
Welcome to the intros, ladies and gentlemen.
This content is brought to you in association with my buddies over at JamJamCardsUK. You can find the links to the eBay store and the Facebook page in the description.
That's going to be the most awkward intro.
You know, let's go before the intro as well.
Fuck.
Oh,
exposed.
Hi guys, it's Joe here from Rufioh. We got Big P back on PibsterPewPew.
Oh yeah.
Shout out the channel that you don't use anymore.
Subscribe. I uploaded the other day.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
What?
I uploaded Kale Thas versus My WoW Guild.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Some foreign language. We're here to talk about Yugioh.
Yeah, man.
Speaking of which, you got your first top in like 1,000 years.
Since the new format, yeah.
Yeah, I thought I was beginning to get better than you at this game, but been found out today, but there we go. Well, obviously, congratulations on your top. What was your finish in the end?
X2?
X2? Do you know what position you finished?
Oh,
somewhere.
it was top 8.
Top 8. That's all that matters.
I
Top
don't know
8.
what the exact position was.
That's all. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And what were you playing? Something
I was
spicy.
playing Kragen Control.
Kragen Control. That card is pretty filthy.
It's so good.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
We'll go deep into it in a minute, though.
Well, before we get deep, balls deep into it, shout out channel sponsors JamJamCardsUK, man of the team here. If you go ahead and check their link out in the description, use the code Rufioh15, get a nice 15% discount on your order. Before we get stuck into his profile, of course, shout out to Manascrew as well, hosting the regional, our usual locals. Big up them for holding the event for us. Okay, ready when you are.
Cool. So, let's get into the main deck, I suppose.
Fishy boys.
Yeah, man. So, play 3 of the best cards in the deck. Buzzsaw Shark.
Yeah.
It's essentially tour guide for fish. Normal summon it, and then once per turn, target another fish, or a fish on the field, so it can target itself.
Yep.
Summon another fish with a different name from your deck.
Yep. Seems nice.
If you do that though, you're locked into XYZs, but that doesn't matter because you're not playing anything else really.
Yep.
But yeah, so that's. Then to search it out, we get 3 of the Tuna Princess.
Yo, look at those lips.
This card's so expensive right now, but it's
Actually.
they're £15 each.
Jeez.
So it's essentially Lone Fire Blossom for fish.
Oh, okay.
So when it's summoned, you banish it as cost, so it takes it off the field.
Yeah.
And then summon a level 4 fish from your deck.
Pretty nice.
So yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty insane. So it gives you another 3 copies of Buzzsaw Shark, which is the best card in your deck. I'm playing 3 Xyz Remora.
Yep.
So you can special summon this card from your hand by detaching 2 Xyz materials from the field.
Yep.
Doesn't have to be from the same monster.
Yep.
Then when it's summoned this way, you can summon 2 fish from your graveyard as well. It's
pretty nice.
This by itself is 3 monsters.
It's pretty insane.
And you're using materials that you're not using anyway. So it's like a really strong extender. The materials that you summon back can only be used for a water XYZ. Don't care about that.
Yeah.
Like, they're playing the water deck. So yeah, that's really cool. And it's part of a big turn 1 board combo. And then extenders, or further extenders, we're playing 2 Silent Angler and 2 CNET.
Yep.
So they're both essentially the same with different twists. This just summons from your hand, and you can't summon from your hand for the rest of the turn.
Yep.
This summons from your hand if you control water, but you can only summon waters for the rest of the turn.
Again, none of this matters, right?
This is a little weaker because it means you can't go into your F-Zeros. But it's, yeah, you want to be playing it anyway. But this also has the upside of when it's in your graveyard, you can banish it, shuffle 3 water monsters back into your deck, which is really strong.
Yeah.
And then we're playing 1 right-hand shark.
Yep.
So I mean, it's part of like the crooked cook thing that you've probably seen going around. Makes the monster that's made with it and water monster can't be destroyed by battle. It's only a 1-of because it's not very good to draw. You want to either get it off your Buzzsaw Shark, or you want to be sending it to the graveyard somehow.
Yeah.
Because it also has the effect, if you have no monster on the field, you can special summon it.
So it's a bit like a Garnet, but a good Garnet.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, sometimes just normal summon this, use an extender to special summon, gives you enough to play the deck.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool, but yeah, it's very good from the new set. And then Other sort of extenders, starters, so we're playing 3 Shatana.
Yeah.
I mean, most people know what the Tenyis do at this point, but yeah, you just special summon it if you've got nothing on the field.
Yeah.
It's a level 4 water. It has some weird interactions with rare fish, because if it's popped or something, you can summon back the rare fish. I don't know. It's a level 4 water extender. You just want to play it so you can get into your plays.
Yeah.
Then that's all the monsters. So I think it's like 17 monsters or something.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're into spells. We're playing this card, White Mirror from the new set.
Yeah.
It's a monster reborn, and when it reborns, it adds you a copy of the fish.
Yeah.
So it's kind of insane. So you get body back and you get a plus to your hand.
Seems kind of nice.
Yeah. Then generic cards playing 3 Chalice.
Yep.
Chalice is pretty strong this format. Being able to just chain it to a DPE or something, stop it. It's like Imperm, but you can use it when cards are on the field.
Means I can't kill you at Grand Marju either.
Exactly, yeah.
Niche scenarios.
We play an instant fusion and 2 ready fusions.
Yeah.
So it summons Rare Fish, which is a level 4 water extender. Playing the 2 separate ones because there are sometimes situations where you can use the Silent Sea Nettle to shuffle back the Rare Fish and then summon it again. So, but otherwise, I mean, you could just play 3 ready fusions, doesn't make a huge amount of difference.
Yeah. It gives you options.
But yeah, but you can shuffle back the fusion so you can use it over and over again, which is the nice thing because usually when you play these things, once you've used it, your target's gone and they're a brick.
Sure.
Then Pot of Desires, because we're not really playing combo pieces.
But really it's a neg 9.
It's really nice to play this card again, because I've played so long playing decks with bricks in. So obviously +2. Monster Reborn, Call by the Grave.
Yeah.
I mean, they're generic. Extenders, protection. Being able to steal other people's monsters from their grave is sometimes nice when you summon a Baron with it.
It is indeed.
And then I'm playing a quite hefty trap lineup. So we're playing 3 Torrential Tribute.
Yep.
This is really nice because it gives you some agency over when your Kragen is destroyed.
Yeah.
And then that will cause the float. Also, it's a board wipe. Board wipes are really strong this format.
Yeah.
3 Imperm. Not necessarily to be used as a hand trap, more to be used in a situation where you want to set it in a zone where they've got a back row and then wait a turn. But
I guess it doubles up, right?
It doubles up. Like, very rarely use it as a full-on hand trap because one hand trap isn't enough to stop a lot of boards these days.
Yeah.
But either way, it's still really good. Triple goes and match because sometimes we like to monkey.
Hey, if it works, it works.
Obviously, so we'll get into it in a minute, but Kragen makes everything waters. So you flip this with Kragen on the field, a lot of decks just can't play.
It's the same as like Zombie 1 Rivalry, right? Same sort of thing.
Close, yeah. I think it's a little, not quite as strong as that, but it's a similar concept, yeah. And obviously, you're only playing water monsters, so you actually just don't care about it. Triple Judgment, because people are playing board breakers like Dark Crawler, Lightning Storm, Droplets. And sometimes just Judgmenting a normal summon is enough.
Yep.
I see people are playing Strike. I prefer Judgment.
Yep. I think the normal summon's so crucial at the moment. So many decks.
Yeah, and stopping evenly matched is...
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good as well, especially if you're playing a lot back row. And then the obligatory Imperial Order because it needs to be banned, but it's not, so we play it.
Yeah, sure.
We are playing 2 Stealth Kragen.
Yep.
So, when it's on the field, it makes everything water. Once per turn, non-targeting, destroy a water monster your opponent controls.
Kind of nice.
So, because it's making everything water, it can pop your opponent's thing. And then you burn them for half the attack that the monster has on the field. So if you've already chaliced them, you'll get an extra 200 burn. That's value.
Kind of nice.
Then, if it's destroyed while it has XYZ materials, you can summon Kragen spawns from your extra deck. Up to the number of XYZ materials it had. So it's pretty much always going to be 2 because it has no way to detach its own materials. Then these are similar to the big Kragen. They are quick effect to destroy a water monster on the field. They don't make things water, however, and they don't do the burn.
Yeah.
But it's fine. And then when these are destroyed, they summon the big Kragen from the graveyard. I forgot to mention, they both have, when they summon the monsters, they both equip materials from the graveyard onto them.
Yep.
So they'll have 1 material, which is quite nice for something I'll explain in a minute. But so they float, and then Unfortunately, when they summon this back, it doesn't float again because it's not XYZ summon.
Yeah,
So
but still.
but still, it's really nice. Like, there are times where they'll destroy this and then they can't deal with the spawns, and then the spawns just make an F0 next turn.
Yeah.
Because they're not a number monster XYZ, which is pretty cool. So that's the Kragen part of the control. And then we're going to play 2 Bahamut Sharks.
Yep.
Some people are playing 3. I think that's a bit cope. Like, not many times you're making triple Bahamut.
Yeah.
So yeah, obviously it summons Toads.
Toad's nice.
Toad is a nice card. I love playing Toad again.
I actually fucking hate Toad. It's so good, but I hate it.
I love him so much. Honestly, like, so many people like they go Chalice something or they imperm something while Toad's on the field. I'm like, cool, I'll have that for next turn.
Yeah, thank you. That's
Like,
very kind of you.
Yeah, like you can negate the Lightning Storm, or Toad is just Toad and he's amazing. The even better thing is, because we're playing a water strategy, when he goes to the graveyard, he can add your cards back. So he can add Buzzsaw back for your next turn, or you can add an extender back.
That's really nice.
The best, even further than that, when it's in the graveyard and a Kragen dies, the Kragen could put this underneath, and then when the Kragen goes, you get another Toad activation. So
nice.
you just keep getting value off Toad.
Yeah.
It's really, honestly, quite insane. Then we go into more generic Xyz, so playing Abyss Dweller.
You actually get full value out of Abyss Dweller for once.
Yeah, making everything on your field 500 more, especially if you have a Kragen, because it makes like your non-water monsters 500 more because they become waters. It's really good. Also,
Means they can't just easy stick over it, right?
Yeah, exactly. But its effect is also really good at the moment as well, because a lot of people are playing graveyard things like PK, like Sword Soul have quite a lot of things to trigger in the graveyard.
Yeah.
We play an Honor Rock, which is
Is that
more
water?
It's a water.
Wow. Okay. Sure.
It's Silent Honor Arc.
Yeah, I mean,
Shark.
wow, that's quite smart actually. I never knew that.
You never knew that.
I don't read cards, do I?
So this is more of a flex spot. Like, there's not a lot of flex spots in this deck, but this is one of them. I decided to play this over Vespinato because
Vespacito is just not as good.
it's not so good. You can't make. I didn't realize you couldn't make Zeus over Vespacito. So when I found that out, I was like, oh, okay. So I'm definitely not playing that. I'm playing this instead. This is a really good out to Protoss. Because they'll go wipe your board with Protoss, then you just have to, then you live the turn, which you usually do because of traps. Then you summon this and steal the Protoss because it doesn't destroy it or anything, equips it. It's just an option for removal that's not destruction, which your deck has plenty of.
Yep.
And then obviously I play the F-Zeros because you're turning Bahamuts, you're turning Kragen spawns into these guys. Obviously they're not waters, so it's a little awkward because sometimes you're locked into waters, but
still good.
It's part of the turn 1 board for one of the main combos. Then Zeus. Zeus is Zeus. You're playing XYZ deck, so obviously he's in there. This is another flex spot that people aren't playing. I'm playing the Crooked Cook.
Crooked Cook.
He's just really degenerate with Right Hand Shark because when he's on the field and there's no other cards on your field, he's unaffected by card effects. Or just cards in general. But if he's made with the right hand shark, he can't be destroyed by battle either. So you just bang this guy down defense.
Wait 25 turns.
A lot of decks just don't play an out to it in the main. And even if they do, if they don't have it straight away, the more turns that pass, the more advantage I'm getting because I'm able to like set up my board and then set a battle load back row as well. So it's really good. It's just strong. Yeah. A bit cheesy but strong. And then we played the Rare Fish.
Because you can.
Because I can. Because it's insane. The fact that it's a level 4 fish.
Yep, bring us in for the side.
Okay, so side. We are playing 3 D-Barrier because we don't like Sword Soul.
D-Barrier is nice at the moment.
Unfortunately, it doesn't have the dual use against Lyralist because you're playing an XYZ deck.
Yeah.
But it's enough just to play for Sword Soul, really, to be honest. And Drytron as well, it's really good. Yes, Drytron. We'll play a Duster and some Cosmic Cyclones.
Back row
removal. Yeah, banishing is better than removing.
Fuck the Scythe.
Yeah, fuck Scythe, fuck Eldritch, so on. Yeah, so these are pretty much staple in my side decks. I don't play without them these days.
Yep.
And then we play 2 Mystic Mines.
3 wins.
Because it's just another 2 copies of Dark Ruler No More, essentially, for me.
Yeah.
It just lets me build my board underneath it. Or if I'm in a situation where I need to make Cook into a board, I can go Mystic Mine, make Cook effect, get rid of the Mystic Mine.
Yeah.
And then we're in a better place. But yeah, it's essentially 5 copies of Dark Ruler No More.
Yeah.
Mass Negate. And then the last 3 cards are Droll. Droll is just really strong at the moment. Like Drytron, lose to it. Lyrilisk don't necessarily lose to it, but they have a harder time playing. Yeah, it's just Droll is Droll.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, cool. Any shout-outs before we go?
Obviously, Team JamJamCardsUK.
Obviously.
Christmas time, guys. Go use that discount code.
I can't eat otherwise.
Obviously, Manascrew, Mark, the best locals in the UK, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
We get 40 people on our locals. Like,
Yeah, and it's pretty stacked as well.
It's crazy. It's like so competitive.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I mean, shout outs to obviously Rufioh.
Obviously.
Shout outs to PibsterPewPew. Go subscribe. I won't put any videos up though.
Just one of them dead subs we love.
Occasionally get a WoW video. Yeah, that's. I think that's everything. Anyone else?
No, fuck anyone else. They don't matter.
Shout out to my mum.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Praise the Lord. All right, well, thank you very much for taking the time to do the profile. I really appreciate it. Well done on your top, of course, as well. Guys, if you're watching and you haven't hit subscribe yet, you should definitely consider doing so. And the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one.